Ruben Amorim is going to rotate his team against Brentford. He's already said previously United will have to take risks with the kids, and this is the game we will get to see those risks. Who will he start? What academy debuts could we see, and who should you look out for? Well, we've got you fully covered with this Brentford predicted 11 and match prediction. So next up for United, we've got Brentford away on Sunday, sandwiched in between the Bilbao games. Now the 3-0 win against Bilbao, no one predicted it. It was great. But we need to rest and rotate. Amorim's already said that he's going to have to take risks in the Premier League, and he will. I'm going to run through who I think will start, my predicted 11, and my match prediction. Let me know yours in the comments as you always do, and if you can, please do drop a like on the video. It makes a big difference here at United People's TV. Now, to kick off this, I want to say a big shout out to Botano, because we've already given away 3 pairs of tickets, 3 pairs of hospitality tickets for the second leg against Bilbao at Old Trafford. We're giving away 3 more. All right, follow the link in the description. There's a form. Give us your prediction for the Brentford game. All right? You've got to make sure you're 18 plus in the UK and you're a Botano customer, and you're going to get contacted. You had the competition. You have to enter it before kickoff against Brentford, and we'll contact you by 7 p.m. on Sunday. And then you'll have around about 12 hours to respond and get back to us early on Monday. And you could go to the second leg at Old Trafford. Big up to Botano. There's been great giveaways the whole way through. Now, in terms of what Amorim is planning for this game, he already said this after Lyon.
I think we'll have to go to be really focused on Europa League, and we have to take a risk sometimes with the kids in Premier League.
He has to take the risks with the kids. He's already said it. Now, we know that Mazraoui is not going to be playing in the game, so that gives an opportunity at right wing back, which is where we're going to speak about one academy player. But this was the team that faced Bilbao. We already know now that Mazraoui is not fit and available for the game, so Mazraoui is out. And in terms of the players that I would personally like to see rested, we already know, I think he's already said as well, that Dorgu's tired, so it's very unlikely that Dorgu starts. I very much doubt that Maguire starts, run out of defensive space for defenders, so I'll put Maguire down here. I don't think Maguire gets risked. I don't think Casemiro gets risked. I think both of those get a rest for this game. Who else will definitely get a rest? Ugarte, not definitely. Bruno, not definitely. I'd say all the ones I've taken out are definitely going to get a rest, right? And this is how I think the team's going to shape up. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough to do, you know. I think Lindelof will probably start again. I think you'll probably see Yoro come across to the right-hand side. And I think you'll see Fredrickson come back in. Fredrickson, who was it that we played? Was it Wolves? I think it was Fredrickson and Amass against Wolves, wasn't it? Fredrickson was really impressive. I think Amass was as well. I think you see both of those start. So it's not going to be their debuts. Well, Fredrickson made his debut against Wolves, but he was particularly impressive. And Amass has now made 2 starts for United in the Premier League. It feels like those 2 are quite a given. And it's at right wing back where we might see the debut. We might see Jayden Kamason get his opportunity. And Jayden Kamason is someone I'm excited about. If you've watched the video that I did on right wing back options, there were 2 main options I thought that United could promote from within. One was Bendito Mantato, who could well be featuring in this game. I don't know whether he'd start. I don't think you would start him if you're going to get Fredrickson and Amass and Kamason in the same starting 11. And Kamason was the other one. He's more of a natural defender. Mantato is a winger that will be converted into a wing-back in the same way that Kenda was at Sporting. Kamason's more of a natural full-back that can play as a wing-back. So if he does get the opportunity, should be better defensively, more naturally, than Mantato is, but maybe not as good going forward. That's something to sort of think about and something to understand. But yeah, if I'm going to get a debut for anyone, I think I'm going to go for Kamason. In midfield, you can realistically do this, right? Now, I'm not saying this is the most mobile midfield in the world, because it absolutely is not. But you've got Eriksen in there for a bit of experience. And then you've got Kobbie Mainoo, who should be fit to start this game. And therefore, you rotate. This may well be too much rotation. I'm going to look at the starting 11 at the end of this and go, actually, no, let me tweak that. Because it may well be too many changes. But you could, in theory, rest Ugarte as well, alongside Casemiro, keep them both completely fit and fresh and ready for Bilbao. And Mainoo start alongside Eriksen in midfield. Yeah, it's not a mobile midfield. I don't particularly like it, but it gives our players a rest. I like Maine. I would personally, I prefer Mainey further up. And Ericsson, he's just coming to the end of his United career. I think he'll start. I just don't know who'll start with him. You could well see, now that I'm looking at it now, a bit of that. Now, look, on paper, I so want to say, oh, Bruno's going to get arrested. But he never bloody is. His words, not mine. I'll rest when I die. Guy's a football psycho. He really is. You might see Bruno play deep alongside Ericsson, given the opportunity for Mainu to play further forward. On paper, I would prefer that. On paper, I would prefer that Bruno just sat in the bloody bath and just relaxed. This guy doesn't know what relaxing is. He really, really doesn't. So, I think I'll go for that. Up front, I would really like to see this. This feels like the time where Chido deserves to get the start. I actually thought it was probably Haaland's one of his best performances without the ball and as a team performance against Bilbao. Obviously didn't get the goal, but Amorim said it was the best he had played. I'd love to see Chido start this game. I really would. I don't know if there's too much to gain from Haaland playing against Brentford and scoring. Is that really going to change? I don't know. I don't particularly think so. He got the goal against Bournemouth and he got a really good performance there against Bilbao. I'd like to see Chido start. Who else could, in theory, come in? Mantato, maybe. Kokonki's kind of gone a bit quiet, isn't he? Who else? Sekou Kone? Maybe. I don't particularly think so. Jack Morehouse, potentially. Jack and Tyler Fletcher, potentially. Mantato. No, I think I'm pretty happy with that. That's a lot of changes. Amorim said he'd be taking risks. How many academy players is that? 1, Amass, Fredrickson, Kamason, and Chido all starting. With senior players, you've got Garnacho, Mainu, Bruno, Ericsson, Yoro, Lindelof, and Onana. It's not exactly a full academy team. It's a little bit of a blend. That's what I'm going to go for. Let's see how completely wrong I am. What's the prediction for this game? I'm going to go for a narrow 2-1 defeat. Brentford really dispatched Forest quite well during the week. They're a strong team. They will be a strong team. This is an inconvenient game for United, and I think we will benefit from the youngsters getting the opportunity. But I think Brentford would have just a little bit too much. That's why I'm going to go for a tight 2-1 defeat, and that'll be totally fine. Tight 2-1 defeat, no injuries. I'm taking that. Let me know who your predicted 11 is. That's a matter. If I get these, I won't. But if I get 11 out of 11 with that, that's it. I don't get anything really. Yeah, well done. Let me know. Just let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll say it one more time. Make sure you follow the link in the description if you want to go in for the draw to win a pair of hospitality tickets to go and see Bilbao at Old Trafford next Thursday. 18 plus, UK only. Link is in the description. Take it easy.